I don't think any blaming is productive in any scenario, because blaming is usually giving away your power to something else and giving away your responsibility. And responsibility is not some burden that you have to carry. In my view, again, responsibility, it's an ability. It means it's your ability to respond to a situation, to a challenging thing, to a person, whatever it may be. But it carries a lot of power in it. So in that note, I do believe the responsibility is invested in the individual for his or her own mental well-being and physical well-being as well, and general well-being, as mental well-being being a part of it, because at the end of the day, he or she is the one that makes the decision to join that organization, to stay in that organization, that environment, and so forth. So that responsibility is primarily on them. Again, the organization, not to take it away from the organizations, because they have the responsibility to create a work environment that is supportive, that it enables growth, that is conducive to mental well-being. So it's not that it's a shared responsibility in terms of the bigger picture, but actually there are different roles. The ultimate decision, because again, you're there as a professional voluntarily. Nobody forced you to, at least hopefully, nobody forced you to do so. So you have the freedom to, because blaming doesn't work ever. You have the opportunity to leave, or at least address it on an organizational level, bring it to your manager, to an HR, be proactive, or and invest in maybe suggest some decisions, or talk about it, and then decide what will happen. But there are so many different things a person can do other than blaming, that makes blaming not unnecessary, but even counterproductive.
Thank you very much for this advice. And you know that with the manual within the Burnout Coaching Project, we would like to address, to support, to help people who are from the training professions, coaches, trainers, so really various fields. When a coach, or when a trainer, facilitator, educator as well, teacher even, when they design the process of learning for their learners, what are some things to have in mind? So if not to prevent, at least not to contribute to someone's burnout.
First, as we're addressing the professional here, self-education on the topic, because it's already recognized from the World Health Organization. So there's a lot of resources, free, online. If they want to invest more in that area, there are a lot of professional resources, again, available to professionals, members of different organizations, whether being in coaching or in training. So there are a lot of resources. So first, self-education, awareness on the topic, and then again, have some sort of specific criteria, or specific, at least, if not criteria in the strict sense, but at least some tactics in order how to implement it in your training model, or in your, let's say, facilitating model. And awareness is the first step. I believe in general terms, if we're going to address all the professionals here, awareness is sufficient first step, and then integration to your own, because you have to choose how to integrate it. And there are a lot of again, tricks and tools online, so you can integrate it. Awareness and specific integration within your curriculum, within your approach, and so forth. We don't always choose what will happen to us in life, but we have the absolute privilege and freedom to choose how we can interpret it and what it means to us and how we can use it. And rather being and have it as a traumatic experience, we can act as champions rather than sufferers or survivors, and we can actually use this event, use the tragedy to triumph. This is really nice quote. I don't know from where I heard it, but this really resonated with me back then. So we have the absolute freedom to choose how we can use this to integrate it and to use it to elevate ourselves and help others on the way, rather than scar us and limit us in our expression here as human beings.
It's such a wonderful message to close the conversation. Thank you very much for your time, for the wisdom put in what have been said.
In our experience, there's a lot of people in need right now to hear this in a professional manner, and also to understand that it is not a disease, it's not something that you have to suffer from, but it's actually an invitation for growth. So, but that requires a professional approach, and it has to be done in that manner as well. So thank you for hosting that and being our partner in that as well.
Thank you, Georgi.